Hi everyone, my name's Elizabeth and welcome to Marine Mumbles, a channel celebrating the weirdest and most wonderful sea creatures. I am obsessed, absolutely obsessed with going rock pooling. I have hundreds of videos about going rock pooling and it is rock pool season again. In fact, it's quite late. This is the 2nd of May 2025 and it's the first time I'm getting out rock pooling in Scotland. I have been rock pooling in Wales, but I just haven't got out in Scotland yet. Just partly due to being ill when it's low tide, of course, because that's sod's law and typical, and being up to many other amazing and kind of wonderful projects that have just fallen at the wrong time. I'm also quite busy in May, so I'm going to make the most of this incredible trip out to see what we can find. And then don't worry, because June, July and August, I'm going to be rock pooling mad as always. And we're off to a great start. I've already just filmed something I've wanted to film for ages, that heron feeding, freaking incredible. We're filming a sea hare right now, which is hilariously awesome. It's not that funny actually, but you can watch this video here, see right back into the YouTuberiness, all about the more X-rated things that get on with sea hares. And I can't wait to explore this rock pool. So let's just get on with it. This rock looks all too promising for some lovely goodies underneath. So I think it's time to go to rock cam and give it a gentle flip. Which way are we going to flip? Let's flip this way. Is it going to be too heavy? Maybe. Two-handed. Rock cam down. Want to make sure we don't squish anything. Oh, that was a big chunky rock that just made everything murky. Great. Little crab though. Ow! Ow, ow, ow! I thought I didn't pick up the crab correctly and he pinched me. Oh, you feisty little thing! Little tiny crab! Tiny crab! That's so funny. I haven't been pinched by a crab in years. Years, my friend. But that was on me. I got too excited. It was the first crab of the season. And I picked you up by your front and not your back. My apologies, sir. Hey, beautiful. Well, you didn't hurt at all with your little pinch. You were just like, I would like to handshake you. I did want to handshake you, but not in a crab way. We'll put him back nice and gentle so he can run away. There you go. Sir Pinchy, I release thee. So I've got this big amazing tripod that like bends and grips onto rocks and everything. But it also has, to use it, it has a tiny little plate, like a slide off, slide on plate. For a video person, a slide off, slide on plate is incredible because it means you don't have to unscrew it every time you just want to take out the battery, and you can literally just slide on and slide off. But what did I forget? The slide on, slide off panel. So I've got no way of connecting this lovely tripod to my lovely camera. So you're on. Luckily I brought my tiny little my vlog one. And you know what? I'm suitably impressed. It's holding up great. Even when my big lens was on, the little Manfrotto tripod held up, but it's a bit more unstable. So I'm like, stress. Ooh, that's a little like saddle oyster that's actually open, I think. Let's see if you're probably just shut on me then. But that's hopefully a good way to show you that that little blob and that little blob is a living creature. Movement always helps in that demonstration. Let's see what's under this rock. What have we got? Chitin, snail, some saddle oysters, barnacles. This is sort of the time of year when stuff either has or has started mating. So you get little baby stuff start to pop up on the rocks. But you also are like a bit early for some of the stuff, like juvenile fish. There are fish around. There will be little juvenile stuff, but still in that like, oh, you can just see my legs. Still in that like growing phase. We get there in summer, it's just going to go boom, and there'll be thousands of little tiny fish everywhere. So I'm looking forward to that too. But at the moment we're going to see like lots of little baby stuff on rocks, which is also lovely. I love them so much. It's my jam, the squishy little stuff. Love it. Oh my god, there's loads of sea hares. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Not my camera friend. No, climb the other way. You don't want to be on the camera, silly. This seaweed is going crazy. I have to admit. Look at it, it's everywhere. I'm a bit lax on my seaweeds of recent. Having not done any sort of official identification of things for the last few years, it's just been a lot of like fun stuff of going rock pooling and IDing stuff. I think, unfortunately let my seaweed ID slip slightly. So maybe that is a note of something that I can tackle along and bring you along for the journey, because this seaweed is going wild and I would love to know what it is. My gut says it's some sort of Polysiphonia, but quite honestly, that is just me making stuff up. I thought that was a baby fish, and it is a bit of seaweed. Honestly, if I recorded every time I thought I saw something amazingly really cool and alive and it was just a bit of a rock, I would have more footage than Lord of the Rings. Easily. I've even recorded whole stuff where I've been like, oh my goodness, this is an incredible experience. This rare and unique blob is right there. And it's like, no, it's not. Well, what's under the rock? Okay, this is our first. Is it a blob or is it a rock? I think that has to be a blob. And if it is a blob, it is a nudibranch, a sea slug. And you know how I love a sea slug. Okay, we're going to go in for a gentle discovery. Excuse me. Oh, God. Good job I dropped my waterproof camera in the water, innit? Now, I cannot reiterate this more, that you shouldn't touch sea life as much as possible. But sometimes a lot of the time, to actually work out if they are a living thing, you do need to discover if it's a part of a rock or a living creature. So I'm just going to very gently... It's a sea slug! It's definitely a sea slug. That's awesome. First one of the year, maybe. And it is a big, chunky one. We've got a little hermit crab. Oh, let's get some underwater footage of that. Oh, it's little rhinophores and its little gills have popped up. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. But it's chunky. Like it's a decent size. Oh, it's lovely find. It is a type of sea lemon. Because it looks like a lemon. I haven't just made that up. I haven't just said it's a sea lemon because it looks like a lemon. Like, another marine biologist had that same logic and made it up. So it counts because somebody else did it. Keeps it nice and simple. But what I also love about this group of species is that they always have Doris in their Latin name. Is that the fin of a fish? What is that? Sorry, sea slug, you're not going to disappear. What is this? I can't see the rest of the fish. It is a fish. Oh, hello. Right? That's its head there. Oh, cool. That's a fish, right? Oh my god, this is a fish or seaweed moment. That's a fish, right? Hiding with its head down. Very well. A type of rockpooling? A goby? Spiky fish? Okay. Well, we'll go back to filming the sea slug, and if you fancy putting your head up, that would be very handy for my identification features, sir. I've got a new book on fish as well to have a look at, so that's gonna be grand. I don't know why I'm singing so much today. Why not, eh? Oh, I'm spoilt for choice. I'm looking at the beautiful frilled mantle at the bottom of a sea slug and its rhinophores. And we go along and we can have a look at its gills. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, show me that ass. I mean, please show me your gills in a respectful way. Stunning! Work it. You're perfect. Now work it. Tube worms are out feeding. The sun is shining. There's definitely a mystery fish in the corner. Perfect. Oh, it was alive. Oh. Ow. Ow. Oh, that really made me jump. And I jumped so much that I scraped my finger on the barnacles. Ow. Ow. Okay. Wow, that was such a good predator. I was staring at that so hard, trying to work out if it was alive or not. And it was very much alive. Oh, that is like a paper cut times 1,000. Barnacles. I didn't even have that on video. I was just staring at it like, are you dead? But I didn't think it was like longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought the head of it was like 2 times further away than its actual, where I thought the eyes were. Oh my goodness. So that like this giant fish, like twice the size of what I thought it was at least, just like scared the absolute bejesus out of me. What a lemming. That's so funny. Oh, that's going to be so good to watch back. Oh, it is alive. Oh my god, that's one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me in a rock pool. That is hilarious. Oh my god. Kudos to that fish, eh? So I now use my phone a lot of the time to record like vlogs and stuff. I don't have a wide angle lens for this camera, but when I'm doing this sort of stuff, like I like having the camera set up with the microphone talking. I've got my phone to kind of record anything more up close. And this, because this camera is not very good if you're holding it. It's much better. It looks much better if it's still. It's not got very good stabilization. And but now I'm missing. I think maybe I need to invest in a wide angle lens. Like, I keep thinking like, oh, you could see all this wonderful landscape that I'm in. You don't want to be looking at me straight away. I feel like I need to expand it for the vlog, but I use my phone so much. I don't know whether there's better things to invest in. Probably. What's under here? Any giant rocks that are going to scare the giant fish that are going to scare the bejesus out of me? Probably. Nice example of a sponge over here. We like a sponge. And little sea squirts. Bryozoans. Honestly, there's just so much that live on the bottom of rocks. So many different species and types of animals. Just covered, really. Star citizens are always beautiful. Always gorgeous. One of my favourite things about this area is it's absolutely chocker with hermit crabs. I mean, there's just millions. That's not an over-exaggeration. There is just literally millions. And it's not something I've ever come across before. There's not really that many hermit crabs where else I've been. Oh, the barnacles are feeding. Barnacles are feeding. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is why I love rock pooling. You just can't, like, even have a straight thought. Well, I can't have a straight thought, but you can't even keep your thoughts straight for a second. Because there's just so much going on all the time that draws your attention, which means my brain just gets full of lovely, wonderful rock pooling things whenever I'm out here. Ooh, ragworm. Oh, there's so much going on. I love it when they swim. They swim like a corkscrew. And a bristleworm. Oh my goodness. It's just like a worm city on this rock. More sea squirts. I think these ones are called baked bean sea squirts. Because they look like a baked bean. Shocking. Or maybe baked beans are named after this. No. So this rock pool up here is where I was rock pooling. This little one is right before this edge, and usually I rock pool over here. Now I didn't rock pool over here today because when I arrived this was still full, and I'm rock pooling on like a higher lower tide, and so this was still full, but low tide was in about 15 minutes, so I didn't want to risk it. But it's gone out. Maybe I've got my timing wrong, because this great rock pooling, but this is always a little surprise, this little pool. It's always really nice. So we'll see what we find in here. And like these rocks down here, always some good mystery items, shall we say. Hopefully, oh yeah, look, lizard crab, look at him. Hello, friend. We won't get you out to say hello because you're tucked in nice and safe there. Good hiding spot. He's big and lovely. Little tiny hermit crab behind him. Hello! Now we put the rock back down gently. This is a bigger rock. Oh! I think I just accidentally touched an anemone on the side of there. Yep. Oh no, a sea hare. Sorry, sea hare. Whoops. I'll leave you to it, sea hare. My goodness. Did not see that on the side of that then. But these dogwalk eggs, these are really cool. So these are actually eggs of a snail, which I think is awesome because you wouldn't necessarily think that snails have eggs, but they do. So we're going to very gently put that back so they're not disturbed. Oh, sea urchin. What did I say about urchins? Oh, and loads. Oh, and a squat lobster. Of course it's a squat lobster. They are like my nemesis. They are the herons of recording. They are so difficult. I've only ever managed to do it a few times to record a squat lobster. They are like absolute ninjas on the shore. But this is a beautiful urchin. Absolutely gorgeous colours. Make sure I get some pictures of you. Wow, I've also got a brittle star. So many species today. Well, as always, really, but there's some hydroids there too. Oh, gorgeous. Stunning. 10 out of 10. No notes. Except for the squat lobster could have stayed still for a photo shoot. Welcome to the Rockpooling podcast, where we will be walking you through. Turned over a rock, everyone. And under the rock, there's lots of tube worms. And not much else, so this probably won't be included. Ah, there was another fish, but I saw this one and it disappeared without making me jump. Yes! It's the little things we ask for in life. Corallina is doing great, which is lovely because that is an awesome seaweed. It is a seaweed that makes coral carbonate, calcium carbonate skeletons. Skeletons. I keep getting this wrong. Skeletons? Skeletons. No. I'm confused between skeletons, which is like skeleton's like the bone, like your skeleton, and skeleton's like the scary monster made from your bones. I don't understand why it's not the same thing. Right there. Yes. Thank you. That is a gorgeous teeny weeny baby scorpionfish, I think. Oh, you're so small. The camera does not pick up how small you are. That's so cool. It's so small. You're just a baby. Just a baby. Another ragworm. They're really quite long. They have great coloration. Look at that. Proper pride animal that is. The iridescence is awesome. Look at you. Ooh, starfish. Starfish. Oh, and these here are whelk eggs. So we saw the little eggs, they're the dog whelk eggs, and they're the eggs of the whelk, which is the bigger species. Oh, it's all going on. I'll take that as a win. Okie dokie, I think it is time to head back now. There's so many species. Oh, I just love... Sometimes as like the summer goes on and I've been rockpooling. What I go rockpooling for is I'm looking for like new species that I haven't seen that summer or ever. And like every time I go rock pooling, there's usually something new, like that a weird spiky sponge thing. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that up, or something I can go away and look at, or something weird's happened. Like I think last year I saw those little sea scorpions, and go check. Oh, it's those videos I'm just showing you back to, but now I'm just getting excited about past experiences, which is why I'm talking so fast. Breathe, Elizabeth. I know you're excited. Good communication techniques. The and this little scorpion fish had eaten like a wrap, or like a taco, had flipped a little baby, even smaller juvenile flatfish, and stuffed it in its gob, and it couldn't eat it, but it was just like walking around with this really happy, like folded up flatfish to eat. And so like that was one of the first things I saw last year, so it's cool to see them back again, and apparently less hungry. But I feel like when I come back for the first time, I'm just appreciating everything more. And I do always appreciate stuff. I do always get excited about all the awesome stuff. But that's like the first rock pool back is always just like so exciting, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I remember your amazingness. And the reason I like have to do like a first rock pool, if you can rock pool all year, it's much easier in like not Scotland to rock pool throughout the year. It does, everything kind of dies off in winter. That does happen, but the east coast in particular is colder than the west coast, because we don't have the Gulf Stream influence here, which brings warmer water up, but also it is just Scotland and it's freezing. And I just know from experience that I don't have the ability to not put my hands in and record everything. And I've tried gloves, and like I've tried going and taking them out and putting my hands in gloves and hand warmers and all of this different stuff, but I just can't keep my hands in the water, and it's so painful because it's so cold. And I just like, I have to kind of be like, I can't do it. And I know that rock pooling should be more than going to film and everything, but I cannot tell you how much I enjoy seeing stuff and bringing that to life and recording it and bringing you along with me. And so going rock pooling and not filming what I'm seeing, or just like not even putting my hands in the rock pools to like 10, I just can't. So I have to do some sort of a self-imposed minor ban when I rock pool in Scotland, just because it's so cold. So it really is like months of like, I really want to go rock pooling, and it's just the best when I get back to it. Yes. So one of the things of me coming rock pooling so much, and coming rock pooling often in similar places, just because I like them and they're easy to get to, is I really get to know the shore really well. And under this rock, which I'm not going to get under because that looks scary, I'll show you. It's like hanging over it's like an under rock bit. But for the last 2-3 years maybe, there's been a dahlia anemone in here. And I don't know how long dahlia anemones live, but I like to check up on it every year and see if it's still there. But I don't know if I can see it this year. I'm hoping it is. It's usually like around here somewhere, so I'm hoping it's just under a rock. Ooh, that's a little flap thing. There's a fish there. Yeah, it's a shame if it's gone. I suppose it happens. There's a weird little worm thing. I think it's a baby flatworm. Or is it a baby bristleworm? I think it's a baby bristleworm. Oh my god, it's so small that you wouldn't even think that it's like... Whoa! It's a baby bristleworm! Oh, I don't think I've seen a baby one before. It's so tiny. Like, that's my finger. That is tinsy. Wincy-weeny. Hi, beautiful. Welcome to the world. I'm sure you engage, I'm sure. Cool. Well, no dahlia anemone, I don't think, but a cute as tiny little baby worm. Oh, and a fish. Finally got like trousers instead of rock pooling in jeans. But I don't know about you, why are all trousers cut so they get really low at the back? So when I bend over, sort yourself out. There are any good companies that make good walking trousers for women, size, for a small person, not giant, tall, like I'd love to wear men's walking trousers, but there are thousands of pockets and they look really cool, but my legs are too short. I could never take them up. So I've never been sponsored by anything on this channel, but if anyone wants to sponsor me with some good trousers, that would be amazing, because I can't, like, I just don't know where they are or what they are. I can't find any. Recommendations would be appreciated. Stop me having to do this every 2 seconds. Oh, we've got a... Oh my god, the biggest prawn I have ever seen rock pooling. You are huge. Unbelievable. You are eatable size. That is huge. Like, that's my hand. You are massive. I don't think I've ever seen a wild shrimp that big. That is bananas. Oh no, just before I went to check, like, I literally just filmed for the last hour or so all this stuff, and I didn't check, and my microphone audio wasn't, it must have just switched off in my pocket or something. Oh no. Okay, so everyone, from this point to the end of the video, I'll give you a backtrack, and I'm going to cut to muted footage of me showing you what it would have been. I've had a really cool crab with an amazing barnacle hat, and he was just such a distinguished gentleman. I then went and found something in a rock pool that was living on top of like a spongy thing, like a sea squirt, and I spent I'll show you the time code, nowhere to lie, like 20 minutes trying to film this thing, trying to get it to move, to prove that it existed. So you would have had 20 minutes of footage, which maybe is a blessing. Maybe what has happened is a blessing, because you would have 20 minutes because surely it's a thing. It must be a thing. Like, there's these little white lines around everything, and I can see, yes, it's definitely over that yellow spot. Is that an eye? Oh, maybe it's just a hole in the sea squirt. I think it's a hole in the... Was that there before? Like, all that. Like, that is what I was doing this whole time. I was like, this is a new species, and I'm so excited about it, because not a new species that I might have discovered, but it's rarer these days for me to find something where I'm like, or I might be like, oh, this is the first time I've like mentally clocked that that's that species I know about. But this was like, I don't know what this is. I might know roughly what this is, but I've never seen it before for sure. I don't even know if it's alive. So I was having a 20-minute excited existential crisis. But the fact that I found something really interesting with no identification features whatsoever, that also the little yellow dots, orange dots, perfectly lined up with this like line that went round at the end, and I was like, maybe it's just a reproductive part of the sea squirt. I don't know, but it feels like something with a shell underneath, and it's soft, and there is definitely a type of group of species that has like a shell that's that shape, and the skin's growing over and patterned, and maybe it's... Anyway, that for 20 minutes. that's not on tape. And then I moved up, and I've just did a bit of like tiny rock pooling up here looking for some fish, which I didn't see, and then I ended the video and said, well, I suppose I could end the video again now. Ending the video, part 2. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have had a great time. I have had an absolute blast doing some more rock pooling. I can't believe it's taking me this long to get out. I'm a bit gutted because I don't think I'm going to get out for another month rock pooling either, which is like... doesn't happen, but it's only not happening for a reason, because by the time you see this, it will definitely... I will not have this edited before it happens, but I'll be turning 30, which I'm so excited about, and I'm going away on holiday to celebrate, so and then I will make up for it. June, July and August I am going to be living here to make up for that time. So I will see you all in the next video. If you want to help support me and my channel, you can head over to my Patreon with exclusive content and arty loveliness and behind the scenes. And I will see you with a new video soon. Definitely soon. It won't be a month. There's not going to be a month between videos because I am back. I didn't really post that much on YouTube last year, so you are probably seeing this in the future, and I'm backlogging for like it's going to be a wonky amount of time. So I'll have caught up by then, and anyway, whatever. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.